We may have a new head coach. Now, March has been a bit maddening for UNCW basketball fans. It's been a month with high expectations. It's been a month with a few reality checks as well. Let's backtrack for a moment, though, to clear it all up with a look forward to the new head coach at UNCW and who it will likely be. To get the proper perspective, madness for Seahawk basketball fans actually began in mid-February. That's when Mark Gottfried was told he would not be retained as the Wolfpack head basketball coach. It's a 2-hour drive from Raleigh to Wilmington, and who knew the Gottfried decision would have such a big impact in the port city?
Obviously, your name's going to be mentioned with a lot of opportunities, but I've been so locked in with this team. I haven't spoken to anybody, nor do I plan on speaking to anybody, because my focus is obviously on UNCW.
Compliment or distraction?
I think it's not going to be a distraction.
That was Seahawk head coach Kevin Keatts on February 22nd. On March 6th, Kevin Keatts and the UNCW Seahawks punched a ticket to the big dance for the second year in a row. The Seahawks beat the College of Charleston in the CAA championship game, and Seahawk Nation was on top of the world. And this leads us to Selection Sunday. High expectations, and the Seahawks drew the Virginia Cavaliers in the NCAA tournament. The Seahawks gave UVA a run for their money. The shots fell in practice and early in the game, but for the second year in a row, it turned out to be a first-round exit for UNCW. The loss to Virginia hurt. The loss on the next day may have hurt worse. Head coach Kevin Keatts agreed to become the new head coach at NC State.
Because I know how to motivate guys and I know how to win games.
It did not take long for Seahawk fans to develop high expectations in regard to the replacement for Kevin Keatts, but it's been a long 2 weeks. Will UNC Tar Heel assistant coach C.B. McGrath be the next Seahawks head coach? He's currently tied up at the Final Four. Perhaps Arizona associate coach Joe Pasternak. He has more ties, though, on the West Coast than the East Coast. Or perhaps Florida Gulf Coast head coach Joe Dooley. He's familiar with the area, certainly. In fact, Dooley used to be the head coach at East Carolina. And the front runner is C.B. McGrath. In fact, the deal may be done. As mentioned earlier, he's tied up with the Tar Heels at the Final Four in Phoenix. We understand UNCW is in advanced discussion stage right now with the Tar Heel assistant.